Joshua Wong Chi-fung is a Hong Kong activist and politician. He served as Secretary-General of the pro-democracy party Demosisto until it disbanded following the implementation of the Hong Kong National Security Law on 30 June 2020. Wong was previously convener and founder of the Hong Kong student activist group Scholarism. Wong first rose to international prominence during the 2014 Hong Kong protests, and his pivotal role in the Umbrella movement resulted in his inclusion in Time magazine's Most Influential Teens of 2014 and nomination for its 2014 Person of the Year. He was further called one of the world's greatest leaders by Fortune magazine in 2015 and nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 2017. In August 2017, Wong and two other democracy activists were convicted and jailed for their roles in the occupation of Civic Square at the incipient stage of the 2014 Occupy Central protests. In January 2018, Wong was convicted and jailed again for failing to comply with a court order for clearance of the Mong Kok protest site during the Hong Kong protests in 2014. He also played a major role in persuading US politicians to pass the Hong Kong Human Rights and Democracy Act during the 2019-2020 Hong Kong protests. Wong was disqualified by the Hong Kong government from running in forthcoming district council elections. In June 2020, he announced he would be running for a legislative council seat in the upcoming election, and officially applied on 20 July 2020. Before his nomination was invalidated on 30 July 2020 along with that of 11 other pro-democracy figures. In December 2020, Wong was convicted and jailed for the third time over an unauthorized protest outside police headquarters in June 2019. Joshua Wong was born in Hong Kong on 13 October 1996 and was diagnosed with dyslexia in early childhood. The son of middle-class couple Grace and Roger Wong, Wong was raised as a Protestant Christian in the Lutheran tradition. His social awareness stems from his father, a retired IT professional, who was a convener of a local anti-gay marriage initiative, and often took him as a child to visit the underprivileged. Wong studied at the United Christian College, a private Christian secondary school in Kowloon, and developed organizational and speaking skills through involvement in church groups. Wong subsequently pursued undergraduate studies at the Open University of Hong Kong, having enrolled in a bachelor's degree in political studies and public administration. Due to his political activities, he took study leave from his studies, and has reportedly remained a student as of 2019. The 2010 anti-high-speed rail protests were the first political protests in which Wong took part. On 29 May 2011, Wong and schoolmate Ivan Lam Long Yin established Scholarism, a student activist group. The group began with simple means of protest, such as the distribution of leaflets against the newly announced moral and national education curriculum. In time, however, Wong's group grew in both size and influence, and in 2012 managed to organize a political rally attended by over 100,000 people. Wong received widespread attention as the group's convener. In June 2014, Scholarism drafted a plan to reform Hong Kong's electoral system to push for universal suffrage under one country, two systems. His group strongly advocated for the inclusion of civic nomination in the 2017 Hong Kong chief executive election. Wong as a student leader started a class boycott among Hong Kong students to send a pro-democracy message to Beijing. On 27 September 2014, Wong was one of the 78 people arrested by the police during a massive pro-democracy protest, after hundreds of students occupied Civic Square in front of the central government complex as a sign of protest against Beijing's decision on the 2014 Hong Kong electoral reform. Unlike fellow protesters, only in response to a court order obtained by writ of habeas corpus was Wong released by police after 46 hours in custody. During the protests, Wong stated, "Among all the people in Hong Kong, there is only one person who can decide whether the current movement will last, and he is Lung. If Lung can accept our demands, movement will naturally come to an end." On the 25th of September 2014, the state-owned Wen Weibo published an article which claimed that U.S. forces had worked to cultivate Wong as a political superstar. Wong in turn denied every detail in the report through a statement that he subsequently posted online. Wong also said that he was mentioned by name in mainland China's Blue Paper on National Security, which identified internal threats to the stability of Communist Party rule. Quoting a line in V for Vendetta, he in turn said that people should not be afraid of their government. The government should be afraid of their people. Wong was charged on the 27th of November 2014 with obstructing a bailiff clearing one of Hong Kong's 3 protest areas. His lawyer described the charge as politically moot.